Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This one's going to be a chill, artsy type of video, and I thought I'd talk about VGen. I haven't talked about VGen before in a specific video, and about if it's good for artists or not in getting commissions. And I'll just start by telling you how I first heard of VGen. It was several months ago. I was on Twitter, I was on X, and I saw that a lot of artists kept on talking about VGen. VGen this, VGen that. It's just everywhere, and I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like some sort of new social media platform or something like that. Kind of like Kara. Oh, you know what? No, Kara is more like a portfolio website. I thought it was like a brand new Blue Sky or something like that. And well, I checked it out and it turned out to be like a commission website that's made for artists. And I couldn't really, I didn't know how to sign up and start selling. And only later, after digging up some info, that I found out that you actually need to go through some hoops to be able to sell on VGen, because you can always sign up. And I guess you can also become a client by buying some art from the artists already on VGen. But to be an artist, to start selling, you need to have like a code. And you can either get a code from VGen on Twitter or something. I think there are like a bunch of ways that you could have gotten your own code so that you can actually start selling as an artist. And back then, I believe it was by commenting on VGen's tweets on X, or I think that you can also like make art and then use VGen's hashtags, and then they might give you a code. But I got mine from a friend of mine. She gave me a code. Thank you, Nijia. And oh, she's on YouTube too. If you want to check out her channel, you can go click on the user tag down in my video descriptions. But yeah, I got it from her, and thanks to her, I was able to start selling and on VGen. And it was actually quite nice because I could add the different types of things that I could draw as an artist on my VGen, and I could also at the same time list out how much it would cost to commission me. I could put a price tag on my own art on VGen, so it was useful that way. I could share the link of my VGen page to people too, because what that would do is, instead of just showing them my art, it would also show them how much it would cost to commission me. So doing two things at the same time. And because of VGen, I can just stop maintaining my own commission price sheets. I used to have one, but I don't have one anymore because of VGen. And I didn't really think much of it after I put my products, my art on my VGen. Like, I didn't think much of it after I did that because, well, at that point, I didn't really have much expectations of any new artsy websites or social media websites that started popping up around like 3-4 months ago, which was about the same time I tried out Blue Sky, I think. I just think it's all filled with AI and spammy content. There's just so much content going on, even in places like Reddit, that at least for me, it's kind of hard to find actual people or just to engage with people. Like the moment somebody makes a post anywhere on any of these platforms, the comment section would just be filled with so many comments so fast that I just think it's just hard to have actual social engagements that's not in the form of numbers, So I didn't think much of it, but I did like how VGen was able to show my art and also show my prices at the same time, so I kept it mainly just for that. And I didn't promote myself being on VGen at this point. Like, I didn't do that yet. This was several months ago. And yeah, I kind of just forgot about it being supposedly usable as an art commission website. And sometime a month later, I got that first email that I had a commission from VGen, my very first commission. And I thought, wow, that was sort of like a wake-up call for me. Like, whoa, I could have just promoted myself, at least in my YouTube videos, or I could even do it on Twitter, on X, because I didn't do anything. But somebody actually went over to my page and they clicked that button and they decided to commission me. They wanted some artwork. And yeah, that was cool. And I don't quite remember what happened. And the first time I got that email, I don't know if I got paid yet at this point. But I think what happened was, if I try to remember, I think if I open my artist dashboard on my VGen, which is very, very easy to look at, by the way. VGen is a very straightforward looking website. It's not confusing at all. It's very minimalistic. So I opened my artist dashboard and I saw that commission request from somebody. It was complete with descriptions. This person, this client of mine, took the time to just write down the description of the kind of art they wanted me to draw. And it was complete with like reference pictures. And there was a deadline too. It was a month, but that's because I determined the deadline myself to be a month. Like I think you can set it to be whatever duration you want, but I set mine as a month, so there was a deadline. And I think what happened was it was sitting on my waiting list in my artist dashboard, and then the moment I read that, I also got a direct message from this person, from this client. So VGen has like a chat feature, kind of like Discord. So I got that commission request and a DM from this person, and I replied to it. And we talked about the commission for a little bit, the usual chit chat between artist and client. And then soon afterwards, after I got the picture of what this person wanted, I just dragged over this commission from waiting list. I dragged it over with my mouse towards work in progress. And I think the moment I did that, I got the money, I got paid. And after that, the countdown started. The 30-day, the 1 month deadline. And then from then on, I just kept on drawing, and it's just, what I do is just about at least once a day, I would give feedback. Well, not feedback, I mean like updates to my clients. I would show them what I did for that day at least once a day. And everything went smoothly because of the chat feature. I didn't have to fuss over worrying about if I'm typing too much, because it didn't look like an email, like it looked like a chat feature, like Discord. It's like talking to a friend. It was very nice. And I was also able, of course, attach pictures there, which was very useful. And there were some moments in between where I kind of wondered a little bit about if what I'm doing is going in the right direction, and being able to share pictures like that helped clear up a lot of confusion, which was very nice. And at the end, when I was finished, and I showed it to my client, right? And my client was happy with it. And when I was finished, since I got paid anyway, in full in the beginning, I didn't have to worry about not getting paid again, I didn't charge half, and then I didn't have to worry about not getting paid the other half, because I got paid in full in the beginning, so I didn't have to worry about showing this client of mine the finished looking artwork first before I dragged over the commission from work in progress towards finished. But that's what I did. In the end, I dragged it over from work in progress to finished, and the commission was complete. And actually at the time I was doing that, I was worried that, hey, if I drag this over from WIP, work in progress to finished, will the chat with my client be ended? I was worried I wouldn't be able to talk to my client anymore. But it turned out I could still talk to my client, because I really wanted to say thank you one more time. And that's about how it went. That's about it. It was very nice. It was a very pleasant experience. My first time getting a commission on VGen was very nice. I really liked it. And you might have noticed recently I've been adding a little bit of self-promotion in the end of my videos about me being available on VGen. explaining a little bit, but I've actually only been doing that after I got that one commission, the very first commission I ever got on VGen. So I started doing that after, well, I was on VGen, but yeah, I think as an artist, I can say the website works very well. It's very responsive. I think the word for it would be intuitive. Like from the moment I logged in, well, from the moment I signed up and then logged in, and then setting up my profile page, setting up my social links, setting up my request forms, I think is what they call it, like commission forms. Like it could be, it's like a list of the kinds of artwork that I could make. Like you can click on one of the things that I can do, and you can choose that, and then you can proceed to actually commission me to do the artwork. So making those was actually very easy. It was actually quite surprising the amount of detail that could go into one of these request forms, but I made it very fast. So yeah, I would definitely recommend VGen if you're an artist looking for commissions. Like I don't know like where you guys, like if you're watching this now, I don't know where you guys promote yourself. Some people do it only on social media, right? Like some people do it on YouTube. Some people do it in person, in real life, in like art events, like art fairs. But I happen to do it online. Yeah, I mean, compared to other social media platforms like Instagram and especially Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky, X, I can say VGen is actually up there. You know, like in terms of being able to get commissions, because I really didn't promote myself at all, and I got a commission from there. And I actually made sure to ask my client, this one client that I got, where this person found me, and it wasn't YouTube. And this person said they found me from just browsing art on VGen. They were looking up like I think they said they were looking up for dark fantasy art, and then happened to find mine and liked mine and decided to commission me some art. So it wasn't from YouTube, because personally, like since about 2 years ago, I've had about at least four, if not five clients that I've gotten telling me that they actually went ahead with me because they saw my YouTube channel, and that was kind of, it helped them see that I was like real, you know, because I did art and I posted my art on YouTube. Therefore, I am real. I am a real person making real art. You can see me drawing on YouTube. So that helped reassure them that I wasn't like some scammer or something, you know. But I actually had to, like, I didn't have to do anything on VGen, and somebody decided to go ahead with me anyway. So yeah, I would say it's a good website. Give it a try. It might be a little hard to get into, like to get the access just to be able to sell on VGen, but once you do, I think it will be very helpful for you, especially if you're like an upcoming artist, you know, still got a lot to learn. I think this will help you. So yeah, that's about it for this video. I thought I'd just share my first ever commission experience with you today, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you want to see more of my content, go ahead and visit my channel. There's also a playlist of my world building project you can click on in the video description box if that's what you're into, because that's what I do on my channel. I do two things. I do regular art videos where I talk about art things, and I also talk about world building, like fantasy stuff, fantasy stories that I'm making myself, along with art that I'm making myself. So yeah, again, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.